In today's video, I want to talk about 10 of the most common Spanish verbs. Just like in English, Spanish has action words. But unlike English, every Spanish verb ends in one of three ways: er, ar, ir, er, or ir. So I'm going to show you these verbs in their infinitive form so that you can see the endings. These verbs are used all the time in everyday conversation, so you want to start learning these verbs as soon as possible. For those of you who have been to my channel before, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome as well. My name is Donna, and I help beginner Spanish learners who are taking a trip to a Spanish-speaking country, or Spanish learners who just want to learn a new skill who may or may not be traveling to a Spanish-speaking country, be able to communicate with Spanish speakers. And I do that by teaching vocabulary, everyday expressions, and other phrases in a fun and engaging way. If this sounds like something that you would enjoy, subscribe to my channel and also turn on the notification bell so that you'll know when I post a new video. Stay until the end because I have an excellent resource for you for learning Spanish verbs. Also, when I do give you the verb or I give you a phrase that you use that verb for, I'll pause so that you have a chance to practice Spanish too and you can repeat after me. Repite después de mí. So let's get started. Estar. Estar means to be. It's used to describe things that are in a temporary state or condition. It's also used for emotions, to tell where something is, location, as well as being used in the progressive tense. Algunos ejemplos. Some examples. Estoy contenta. Estoy cansada. Estoy cansado. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está? ¿Dónde está el baño? Estoy caminando por la calle. A handy phrase. You're meeting friends for dinner. You're already at the restaurant, but they're running late. So you call to find out where they are. And you say, ¿Dónde están? Ya estoy aquí. I'm here already. Ya estoy aquí. El siguiente, next verb, ser. This also means to be. But in this case, ser means a more permanent quality or something that's a long-term or long-lasting attribute. It's also used to describe physical characteristics as well as identity and to tell time. Algunos ejemplos. Soy alta. Soy alto. Soy baja. Soy bajo. Soy profesor. Soy abogado. Soy abogada. Él es cantante. ¿Qué hora es? Es la 1. Son las 3:30. Couple of phrases that are handy. When you're talking about something that happened to you, it's not terrible, but you can't do anything about it, so you have to kind of accept it. It is what it is. Couple of ways you can express that. Así es. O puede decir, es lo que es. El siguiente, haber. This is a helping verb. It means to have. So it's an auxiliary or helping verb in English. And it's also a verb that's used to express existence, such as there is or there are. Algunos ejemplos. ¿Has comido? ¿Hay un baño aquí? Couple of phrases, handy phrases. You do something nice for somebody and the person says, thank you very much. You can say, you're welcome, de nada, but you can also say, no hay de qué. Another way to say it is what it is, es lo que hay. So you can say it is what it is a couple of ways. Es lo que es or es lo que hay. Next verb, tener. It means to have, such as having possession of something, just like in English. But tener is also used to express feelings, emotions, sensations, as well as obligations. Algunos ejemplos. Tengo un perro. Tengo una maleta. Tiene hambre. Tiene sed. Tengo 30 años. Tengo miedo. Tengo prisa. Tengo que ir a trabajar mañana. Next verb, el siguiente. Querer means to want, to desire, to love. Ejemplos, algunos ejemplos. Quiero pizza. Quiero zapatos nuevos. Quiero aprender español. Quiero un café, por favor. You can use that when you're in a restaurant. Next verb, el siguiente. Poder means to be able to, can, do something, to show an ability to do something, for example. Puedo nadar. Puedo bailar. ¿Puede ayudarme? That's really helpful. ¿Puede ayudarme? ¿Puede traerme una taza de agua? ¿Podría traerme una taza de café? You can use those in a restaurant to ask for something. El siguiente, ir, to go. Used pretty much the same way that we use it in English. The only thing that you do when you're using the verb ir to describe something that's going to occur in the future is that you have to use ir plus the preposition a. Por ejemplo, voy a pasear. ¿Quieres ir a la tienda conmigo? ¿Cómo le va? Another handy phrase, vámonos. Vámonos. O puedes decir vamos. You can use either one, vamos or vámonos. Next verb, el siguiente, decir, to say or to tell. Handy phrase, ¿cómo se dice? How does one say, or how do you say? For example, you want to ask how to say something in English in Spanish. ¿Cómo se dice pencil en español? ¿Cómo se dice book en español? ¿Cómo se dice? Helpful phrase. Another helpful phrase. ¿Qué me dices? No entiendo. You can use this when, let's say, you're speaking Spanish with someone and they use a word that you just don't know. Or they're speaking really quickly and you're just missing some of the things they're saying, so you're not sure what they've said. ¿Qué me dices? No entiendo. Another interesting thing, in Spanish, you may hear people when they answer their phone say hola, but you also may hear them say dígame or diga, means hello as well. Next verb, hablar, to talk or to speak. Hablo un poco de español. You may see these signs in a store. Let's say in the United States, you probably have seen this in a store where it says, the sign says, aquí se habla español. Aquí se habla español. Here Spanish is spoken. Or maybe you're in a Spanish-speaking country and you see a sign that says, aquí se habla inglés. Last verb, hacer, to do or to make. This is a really versatile verb that's used in a lot of circumstances. Algunos ejemplos. Yo hago la cama. ¿Qué haces? ¿Quieres hacer una pregunta? In Spanish, you ask someone if they want to make a question, as opposed to do you have a question? It's do you make a question? Or do you want to make a question? ¿Quieres hacer una pregunta? Another well-used phrase is hace falta, which means it's necessary. Un ejemplo, hace falta practicar para hablar bien español. Hace falta practicar para hablar bien español. Hacer is also used to describe some weather conditions. So let's say someone says, what's the weather like? ¿Qué tiempo hace? You can say hace sol or hace frío. Another way that hacer is used is to describe a period of time that indicates how long ago something happened. For example, I went to Spain 2 years ago. En español, fui a España hace 2 años. Or I went to the store 2 days ago. Fui a la tienda hace 2 días. So those are the 10 verbs. And as I promised, I do have this resource that I highly recommend. And it's Barron's 501 Spanish Verbs. Now, this is the most recent, I believe this is the most recent edition. This book is fantastic. I have one of the older versions as well, and I had that one for about, and I still have it. I've had it for about 20 years. I use this book all the time. So it has 501 Spanish verbs, and they are all conjugated in the 14 tenses that Spanish has. 7 simple tenses and 7 compound tenses. So all of the 501 verbs are conjugated. You also have each verb with its past participle, the gerund, and there are also expressions where that verb is used that are given for each one of these verbs. It is a fantastic book. So I highly recommend this for learning your Spanish verbs. So I hope that comes in handy. I am not an affiliate of anyone. I'm not marketing for anyone. It's just a book that I have used for a long time, and it is a great book to have for learning Spanish verbs. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell. Also, like this video and share it with someone else if you think that it would help someone. Finally, cada idioma es un modo distinto de ver la vida. I hope to see you again soon and practice your Spanish out loud. Speak out loud. Practicing is such an important aspect of learning the language. And I will see you again soon. Ciao.